Have you ever received a message you wish you hadn't? In tonight's tale, we follow the story of a mysterious letter with no return address and a single line, "I know what you did." As our character tries to rid themselves of it, the letter keeps returning, each time revealing a little more, each time unraveling a secret best left forgotten. Welcome to episode 11 of Whispers in the Dark, Late Night Tales, and the chilling story of the Unmarked Letter.
It was a quiet Monday morning when Sarah first found the letter. It was unmarked, no return address, just a plain white envelope resting in her mailbox. She thought it must be a mistake, something meant for her neighbours. But as she turned it over, she saw her name, written in shaky, uneven handwriting. Curious, she opened the envelope, expecting a bill or an ad. But inside was a single sheet of paper with one sentence. "I know what you did." No signature, no context, just 5 words that sent a chill down her spine. She stared at the words, her mind racing. What did it mean? Who could have sent it? She tried to shake it off, telling herself it was some prank, some silly joke. But the words stayed with her, gnawing at the edges of her mind, stirring memories she'd buried long ago. Sarah tried to ignore it, to move on with her day. But later that evening, when she went to throw the letter away, she found it back on her kitchen counter, sitting exactly where she'd left it. She frowned, certain she had put it in the trash. Confused, she threw it away again, this time making sure it was gone. The next morning, she found the letter on her nightstand, staring up at her like a silent accusation. Her heart raced as she picked it up, the words seeming to glow in the dim light. "I know what you did." She tried to tear it up, crumpling the paper, but the pieces seemed to piece themselves back together, the message whole once more. Days passed, and the letter continued to haunt her. Each time she tried to destroy it, it returned untouched, always in a place she would find. And each time she read it, more words appeared, the message growing, revealing memories she'd hidden deep within herself. The letter spoke of secrets she hadn't shared with anyone, of events she'd tried to forget. It was as if someone had been watching her, someone who knew her past, knew the things she'd done, the choices she'd made. Panicked, she began asking around, wondering if someone was playing a cruel trick on her. But her friends and neighbours looked at her with confusion, shaking their heads. No one knew about the letter. No one knew the things it revealed. She was alone, trapped with her own secrets. The final message appeared on a stormy night, the rain pounding against her windows. She found the letter lying on her bed, the words written in red ink. "It's time to confess." Her hands shook as she read the words, her mind racing, her heart pounding. She knew what it wanted, an admission, a confession, a release. Sarah took a deep breath, her mind filled with memories she'd tried to forget. She sat down, her hands trembling, and began to write, pouring her soul onto the paper, confessing to things she had never told anyone. As she finished, the letter seemed to shimmer, the ink bleeding into the paper, the words disappearing one by one. She watched, feeling a strange sense of relief, as if a weight had been lifted from her shoulders. The next morning, the letter was gone. The paper, the envelope, everything had vanished. as if it had never existed. But Sarah knew it had been real, knew that someone or something had forced her to confront her past. Though the letter was gone, the memory remained, a reminder of the things we bury, the secrets we hide, and the price we pay to keep them hidden. Sometimes the past finds its way back to us, and sometimes it takes the form of an unmarked letter. So if you ever find one in your mailbox, be careful. You may not like what it has to say, but remember, it's just a story. Or is it?